Hello everyone, this is Morva Lyra, she who bears the right of Primasquitae, bringing you episode 11 of my Let's Play with Better Than Wolves. Hey guys, I've been preparing something pretty neat for you, a good build here. The village is going on mostly as it has been, but it's time to do something with our dogs. I'm going to be making a doghouse for them and a tannery above that. In Better Than Wolves, dogs produce dung, which then can be put together with leather in a stewing pot, scoured leather, but I'll get to that in a moment, but in a stewing pot to make tanned leather. Tanned leather can be used for a variety of purposes. It can be used to make armor. That armor can make breeding harnesses, which will help you keep your animals stationary to help with any breeding projects for them. It also can be cut up, made into strips, and put into some of the more advanced contraptions in Better Than Wolves, which is certainly the direction we're heading at the moment. And as you can see, I've dug out some space in preparation, and the design I'm going to be making today was originally inspired by an architect on the Better Than Wolves forums. He made a dung farm that was underneath his house, and that dung farm had movable walls so that the dogs could just sit there and enjoy the sunshine. But when he needed to really ramp up his dung production, he would flick a switch and walls would come up and leaving the dogs in the dark. Why put the dogs in the dark, you say? Well, because they produce dung more swiftly that way. I'm not sure what it is about the dark that the dogs like to poop in. You'd have to ask them. Unfortunately, they don't speak English. Either way, this hole here is 11 by 13. It's the same footprint as my barn over there, but I assure you that's a pure coincidence. But let's jump in and get started. In order for this dung farm to work properly, it's going to need a little bit of redstone on the bottom here, just to power all of the pistons. And let me put down a little bit of dirt here for things to rest on. There. Nope, not there. I've got it diagrammed out a little bit just because, well, as you saw in a previous episode, I kind of suck at redstone, and I don't want to do that here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the same on the other side. And not here, but here, and then here. All right. Alright, on top of these we're going to start putting pistons. At least we want them to face that way. I'm going to have movable items such as this gravel here in my inventory on top of the pistons, and that will be what makes the walls. Okay, and 2 pistons left, that's right. Alright, so we have these on top of these blocks here, so we can take these repeaters and just kind of put them up against here. We'll have a single redstone signal that loops all the way around this building to power these pistons. I've got a couple extra here at the moment just for length reasons. But we're also going to have a couple extra pistons here in the back, a little bit higher up, in just for the sake of keeping a little couple of source blocks of water back here. These will basically make a water flow when the walls come up, so that the dung will get washed towards a central collection point. It just means we don't have to run around this room all the time, possibly moving the dogs around. You'll see why that's a good thing in a minute. Alright, and let's see here if I can place this correctly. Yep, there's that. we want the signal to be inverted so that when the walls are down, it holds things up, but when the walls are up, it holds things down. There. I want to get rid of those because it'll be in our way. Let's start linking this up with some redstone. Let's see, how did I do this? I did it that way. Okay, so around here, and you don't need to necessarily go all the way there, but it works well for me. And then some of these will have to be repeaters instead of redstone just because that signal is way too long. That's as far as that needs to go. Alright, and in my infinite sometimes wisdom, I forgot to go get a lever to go ahead and test this with, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back with a lever. Ta-da! Alright, so let's give this a pull and see where it works to. That works that far, but not to here, so if we pick that up and put a repeater there, that's good. And that only goes so far, so pull that out and do that. Hooray! But why are you not inverting? So the torch is on beneath you. That's good. Oh. Why is that not working? You should be... Do I need to do it this way? Yes, that's the way I need to do it. See guys, Adventures in Redstone with Morphy. And it's perfect now. All the pistons move like they should, and so on and so forth. Alright, as for the gravel, we only really need one piece of gravel on each of our inverted pistons. Oop. That was special. But we're going to need 2 pieces of gravel on each of our on each of our wall pistons, I should say, in order to simulate the walls when we get there. And just put these down real quick. There. And as you can see, they're all at the same height at the moment. Basically, the lower level of gravel there, that's going to be where my floor is going to be. Excuse me, where my floor is going to be. And so they'll have just a little bit of wall in front of them at all times, but then they'll the walls will come up one and they'll be completely encased. It's getting pretty dark, so I'm gonna go sleep, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, the evil nighttime has been banished, and we can get back to building. So let's go ahead and make that floor for our dogs. I'm going to make this floor out of stone brick, mainly because with the latest edition of Better Than Wolves 3.72, if water flows over stone bricks with air beneath it, it will eventually turn into mossy stone brick. There's nothing that really uses mossy stone brick in a technical capacity in Better Than Wolves right now, but I like the look of it, and eventually I might just want to have some mossy stone brick around. Now, this spot here should be a cauldron, or once we get to that point, a hopper. I placed a brick there without thinking, and I don't have a pickaxe on me at the moment, so I'll fix that later. That is the majority of the redstone for this project. At this point in time, I am going to speed things up and give you some tunes to listen to. I'll see you on the flip side once this is all done. Have it. This is my combination dog farm and tannery It's getting dark, so I'll have to make this quick, but it's pretty much an all-in-one facility. It's a little tiny bit unfinished at this point, as you can tell with the windows, but I'll fix that relatively soon. So you have the dogs here, and you have the water mechanism, which I explained before, and up here I put dispensers. I'm going to fill that with zombie meat, cow meat, any meat really I can find that isn't wolf chops. Wolf chops fed to a wolf will make them hurt you. It's not pleasant. Let's make a little bit of light around here so we don't get some random mob spawns while we're talking. But yeah, just flip the lever and the walls go up. And darkness mostly pervades inside. I'll have to figure out something to do about this door to make it completely dark. And they'll sit there, they'll make dung for me as long as I continue to feed them, which the button in the back is for. And that's the majority of that. And up here, right now I'm using a ladder, but I eventually would like to make myself a little elevator up and down here. I have the tannery. I'll have some storage back here, maybe a crafting bench or two, and a little brick enclosure for my fire. And here we have the stewing pot, which we will of course need to put some dung and some scoured leather in there to make tanned leather. The reason I'm keeping this separate from the stewing pot I have over by my house is that if you put dung in a cauldron with anything that's food, wheat, flour, meat, what have you, it's going to turn into foul food and just be absolutely useless. It'll give you that same disease debuff that zombie meat will, but that's about it. Foul food used to be used as a substitute for bone meal, but Flower Child decided he didn't like that and took it out, which is, I actually think, a really good thing. But, yeah. Oh, one other detail I absolutely have to mention. We'll see if this zombie notices me. Yeah, he notices me, so we'll kill him quickly. Die, zombie! I'm killing you with a pickaxe. That has to count for awesome points or something. But yeah, these wood posts next to the stonework, totally jacked that from Renevo. Yes, sir, that did just happen. Congratulations. And let's bring the walls down so that I can put some meat in this dispenser. Oh, creeper. Want to keep the creeper away from the new creation. It is morally imperative. Hey, come on, why don't you sit in the water a little bit? Okay, you're going to take that out instead. Alright. Alright. Maybe I should have just gone to sleep instead of trying to talk, you guys. My bad. But yes, I'll fix this little hole later. There. But yeah, so I put the dispenser in there, and when I am not surrounded by zombies, let's go take care of that right now and be not surrounded by zombies. Not surrounded by zombies is a good thing. Sleep, sleep. Burn. Burn in the eternal fire. There. Hey, don't shoot me. There. Better. Alright. So, I put some zombie meat in that one dispenser there, and when I press the button back here, it'll send a redstone signal to all 4 dispensers actually, and should eject the meat onto the dog, which it has. That's what the little half slabs in here are for, is to stop it before it goes too far so it just falls straight down. You should probably poop soon. And if you can see the green back there, see there. Already some of our stone brick has turned into mossy stone brick. That's the way it looks in this texture pack. So it's a relatively good rate of return. I'll have to find something to build with mossy stone brick. Now, what are the plans for the future for my little village here? It's kind of getting a little bit bigger than I really can contain in this small area. As you can see, it's creeping that way. And I'm thinking this house is a little bit small. So I'm thinking a real house back here. What do you guys say? Nice little spot on the little hill to make a house? A real sized house? Also, looking to the future of Better Than Wolves, the next thing we need to do is build ourselves a saw. Now that we have the tannery, that should become relatively easy. The saw, I'll have to work off of the windmill for a little while until I can find a different way of routing power. This windmill design, while it's very pretty, is not very conducive to splitting off mechanical power from the one windmill. I'll have to aim towards getting myself a water wheel. After that, maybe a little saw house. Tucked up in the woods up there. I don't know. We'll decide on that together. But I think that's all I have for you guys right now. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you like the design. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.